and I say your bottom barrel you do level be a 7 NKE you do maybe na ye friend to mapa as a mine with your bourbon sisi a anopena make catch you be say ntomano apa obi say there be ntomano empire atete apansam ayere free ho ene enam adagya ne de nam sa we born mu nti no kra ne say baby a ye gina asoman with your born no e wo baby a asefem na eniu as timamuni and as a Ghanaian so obedi ho komo about your born boy na onim enra ye ba be gina ha no na even the most Ghanaian only sebi your pepper krama o man no nko nyaaya nka yen shempo na yen ko last game na ebia enka Angola fo 90 man she Sudan ya kase ye ya famu de enenu ase utie mi a enkomo na enu nyina no pride say ye be ku ye ho ahofama ye be tu ye ho asiwa ma o man no because mimi nso sie mu de eno ne ade ba ko nipa bia no untimi fan kamo o man a wofiri mu and no matter how bad it gets no baby a wofiri de enka wuku hu tu hu ma e di si wonom na nko wa ye nya obetumi biara se nka wo man be ko nanim na mane sa ba no krepa ne se Richardo Gana ni ben ina onim se ade a yehu ne nura no eye niema bebre nketinketi akekesi ani abobompoa nketinketi ena amani nyina ba besi enura e wo Rwanda ni ya dama de achiso afi de aba besi ani maka se you problem mikai efia asemba ko ne bia metasi sune se yenka no kran kire ye ho na ye accept reality of near to yen asoman inti de bia si ekohia komoros na so hyen a yesi adenti yentinya shekoros sebe se komoros fo ni enyenipa sebe se Madagascar fo no ene omuni mo bo ho na omukro mo de yenton bo ohoro which se wo hwe your performance asoman in bono both on the world stage any African stage utimi woni pefi se ye performances no na e former neighbor and it started the last time ani yanko Afcon no which was in 2004 samre na yanko no ni pebi eja maduma to honom in 2006 ye buy no ye free in the group stage ne kai as a young boy ani ye say Jesse Black your last match boy ye ni Mozambique ni kai pa and ye free mu in that group stage. Then in 2008, ye buy third place ye go PM. 2010, ye call final, second place. 2012, ye call semi-final, fourth place. 2013, fourth place. E kamia ko say since 2004 to 2006 na enkunyi na bibia se ye call Afcon dia anya kura de ye semi-final bi no na emmoyen. And by year, PM 2015, you the second, very difficult final. 2017, you call back to fourth place. At the time, now your old guard no a ferry offer. Then in 2019, under normalization, you call PM in the round of 16, 2021 group stage and qualify. Under the current Kate years Okraku administration, you can qualify. 2023, you can qualify. 2025. Now can be in the two group stages, you can qualify free mono. Start up Constantine, may increasing the number of participants. Into so we need to the crown power. It's me possible so we can qualify come on the knockout phases. But in these two World African Cup of Nations, you can qualify. Now, sad data we so na so so peruse data na we could do baby in the two Afcons na yenya more than a win of those two Afcons cumulatively and you be feel you say okay ebia ni ekoto ye wo Afcon na Comoros for share Madagascar for share no ebia ball na se yan hire ni mo ebia ye coach mistake to bi ebia na Ghana there then na Ghana ntimi she Comoros and you say okay ne ye ba fie dia ye betimi qualify for the next one asesa neoma and yaba in 2025 Yako African Cup of Nations Richard in South African Cup of Nations ni ye try say ye be qualify no Yako akokuremu in all of that the very first time more than a decade your Blacstars no and lose too much over the Barbara Sports Stadium young team qualify Enco African Cup of Nations next year oh Morocco now look at this on your table in the 5 matches I have so far in the African Cup of Nations no you winning baku kra you winning baku kra you lose 1-0 against Angola ewa Barbara Sports Stadium and your ball draw against Niger away at Berkane and your ball back and Sudan double 0-0 ewa Accra Sports Stadium and you could lose 2-0 ewa Libya to against Sudan and then nanajo you call your son baby see echi a ball 1-1 draw 1-1 draw and you be rasa game then obi tietia obi says na osi yentuma napa na eba ne sen eye de ne be du wase rich se wo hwe sa table we so as oman nipa omudi ye ball nanim both from the government side and from the Football Federation side from normalization niema bi omo so manye and from the government adibia ye kase omo jai football for no emo ye ne oman kasa pe and then no na problems ebre no that's where we are now but rich Mr. Edkett E.S. Okraku the GFA president no under the watch we appointed Ghana coaches Mako enum that's if I'm not even wrong but less than 5 and in all of those 5 coaches consistently your coaches ni fail bibia ubetimi abo team abo Milovan Rivak abo Otto abo Chris Hutton consistently se coaches never be adwuma they keep on feeling enuti se ene yes one ye dey sombo kwakọ bona enye just coach nkwa nipa omuso de bi omukoko yi coaches emayen se coach we na mama ya adwuma no coach we na mama share Blacstars so no those people also need to ask themselves a lot of questions and they need to answer those questions because sebe coach entimi and more matches 5 of them not 5 in no winning a single match alone ain't possible. Just bottom cry and your crowd. And you just a single win in 5 games. And your crowd. And you about the sports stadium every 88 minutes, you last minute go. And your crowd. We don't go 5 games, conceding 5 and then scoring just 2 goals. And you lackluster performance. That's our performance no. And you sack about rich. Say, who share your table no so? Before you go boss our match table, they say it here. Angola was 12, now Sudan was 7, Niger was 4, Ghana was 2. Your ball match in the year. She Ghana, your points ye just 3 points as it stands now. You're the bottom in a group of Angola, Sudan, Niger, and then Ghana. And it is the worst the country have gotten to. Because when they compare in 2004 and now in 2004 na qualification no tighter than this less number of teams than they qualify. In this time you have more teams getting the chance to qualify and go and play at the Afcon. And a symbolic performance. And about we countries no more fra. Na a chance so crime say rich. Look at the goal difference. Angola will goal difference of +5. Sudan will goal difference of -2. Niger will goal difference of 0. Ghana goal difference -3. -3 goal difference in 5 games. Why now cause our story with channel? Who do you describe these things to? And you see, no matter how you analyze the situation, no matter how small better, you just cannot go look beyond the decision makers of the Blacstars. And because mistakes, many problems, and then the starting here. Now even under 2021, now under 30 years of Okraku administration, all of those times You could see sending a primitive, your results were bad. You can always attribute it to administrative errors, administrative mistakes, the lack of planning, any sign from the administrative point of view. Because and also coach asa. Now we coach to Corona also wasano. One hour fano, what's up for me or also for bar or also nyade. The next coach is so nyade. Then you have a problem. And you see, for some of us, DBI, you see the money, you want to be reasonable. And you see, you just wake up and go and say those things. There be, but it gets to a point that you understand that. So we see even a long-term project. In a long-term project, we have certain signs in the say you do long-term one man, you will be successful. In long-term project, you don't just wake up and say long-term. It's long-term. Long-term. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. No serious organization does that. And I'm a fool, not a minimum of 2 years contract. In the next 6 months, send me appraiser. The appraiser should tell me, say, per performance of 6 months, although enough, giving the bigger picture in 2 years, but something to show me, say, you can get the job done by the end of the 2-year tenure. But this is the terminal result of Coach Otto since he returned as Blacstars manager. Since he returned as Blacstars manager, the terminal reports in here, none of them. And what's in the and you move back, and they are more symbolic if you will analyze specific decision making of the coach Otto and also the administration of the Football Federation. But the thing is that Bibiano will go run in circles, you turn around, yes, I'm be seeing Kobesi, because at the end of the day, you're honest people, and you can't crunch. And I say, see a team of crack compona, you didn't say, oh, and you kasa keke de dipane kasa. And that's the problem. Which look at the results. When was the last time? It is okay. Very bad. So okay, me say today, every member of the GF executive committee should be disappointed in the results that is here. And then apology na Ghana ni biasheshe. And then Yasaki coach is a check. But there we have gotten to the point where we probably losing the Jumano. More than that person, and they say no, not just a coach as him, not just one person. Because okay, baby, I'm doing it. This person, you coach here for he has started it because changing a coach now defeats the purpose. Your World Cup qualifiers, boy, I'm next year. We will come back. See, I need we will come back and then go around in circles. You better look at the same story being. And for me, no serious football nation, will be as. And then the government of the day, led by the sports minister, and just football people, and your trasa, unless they benefit for something in there. Unless you get some baby and because truly, say sports idea ultimately transform your mind. My cousin was several times. The day the two leading political parties told me, some must scrap betting tax. When they know that there is no sports fund, when they know the betting taxes from year, not any elections in Kwanomo, and they say the right things and explain to Timemufua, it is going to be an amount of money that will develop our football both on the local scene and also the national teams. That was the day I knew that the two political parties seniors, They don't have a plan for football in this nation. They don't have a plan for sports in this nation because for everybody, the short-term purpose for the next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks. So that's the thing. Because when you say, oh, Timmy Mama, accounting change, when you say, Sikanimejia, but the baby say, that's Memunia, Jinabitino, then an anchor so when you pass okay, make them, then you put Faba, make them. You are betting taxi. Then at the end of the day, we keep on failing because your sports minister ain't exerting the needed control. Okay? Forget about what FIFA says about sanctioning and everything. Nobody's telling you to beat anybody. Obianka just go permit you for fear of office. But there are times where you have to catch on some and then we are losing our pedigree as a nation on the footballing front. See, when we talk about tourism, I did about has been tourism. And from sports tourism, and a huge part of the conversation. So and we lose that part because we've thrown away sports tourism, because we've thought, say, calling and winning games as Blacstars, but just about seeing free players, no remember winning matches, no be fear. Yes, sir. And long-term planning, long-term administrative work, long-term job in making sure that we get results at the end of the day. And baby, we are not getting results. And me, any GFA president free because they are in charge of the administration of the game. Need the government of the day, the sports ministry free because they are in charge of supervision of sports in the country. And when you come back, I didn't more players in the rich. When you look at the players on the field of play, would you pass so many say you're confused as my
players no?
We know.
Yeah. So I'm to the course.
Yeah, the captain's armband, MLB.
Yeah.
Once there was a long-standing player of the team, on the farmer, and you come before from. You about the Rebecca story chair and say, people in Jimano or you're immature. What are you seeing? It's mix of real confusion. So we understand sebi winning your way. And what at the end of every before what mana Kumoni and the Adino catching so now everybody's telling you say, oh ma. The truth of the matter is that whatever the issue may be, there was always no need to see these two games as important for the players of man. And Kamachi, yeah, bono. And Kenya, 1 point to qualify. Are you telling me Antoine Semenyo wouldn't have come? Are you telling me? Say, all of these players, Joseph Peter, wouldn't have come? They didn't come because you should see you're incompetent, you're confused as a nation, and the game that we are running, it keeps on plummeting. And there is nothing that we are doing to salvage the situation. It's those players will choose their clubs over Ghana. Whilst that is wrong, no, they will do it.
Debia Kofi cancer me say Ghana ni on short tax to you. No. But Ghana your problem is say. Oji tax na the day.
Yeah.
A betting tax I can want to pay. Say this is Ghana ni local league. Yebo league with that sponsor. She clubs bro mo bre and some no more ready fund ya ade ayom clubs. Sanra so be an result since. Don't go brand the boy. Eti Kofi so if say sa betting tax is ya je. And Aban is okay. But this can be right local league. Cabs will be a banana cacra, or the better players near there. Etika Blacstars a doom revenue about a former bar. Yen local band players or Monko Bobby. Yet tell mommy, as I confused, you don't even know how you do it.
Urgency.
So who's how you do that?
For me, yeah, local players Nana war in the 1960s, no. Now, DBI we fall on them to go and play the game of football in Sunday man. Your league na your bono. Senior Okan, the standard has fallen.
Yeah, I go from
into Mimidie and found when you baby and you penny free. So far as we got an idea. And say, hey, no me and we pick the right players. So you local now, so Shana so yard now when you bring the person, let him play.
Now, who said
because of your attitude
before Obako anymore. Who said the antenna? So to other now catching so Otto. For local players more mumra. If you say dear na Otto, I remember I say okay, me twetwem ho kakra. Because Otto na nkasa na Otto no as a coach no, enim prefer say your league no conform. And the dear na the confidence on fair play and free league akofo.
So that
and penifo na nkasa no. Omunim say league ni nya.
Nti eno to more consistently dey bia you have issues bia yes you for local player and no solve your problem. You bet me for local players.
No, me crowd and no
Blacstars. Say I near your plan me and you shit work reach uni bibi. Eh? Me can story be actually when me. Time of Sudan for Lucy by 4-0 no. Sudan for assistant coach Ignacio Sefosu. And you be din komo. And ni pani bisa and say, "Eh. Ade no mo Lucy o." And you see where the area chana dey be fa wan share Angola for near fa wan ko. And I say, "Oh, now a bad day at the office." First half, now you say, "Sebi, you're born and you're born. You ain't send the jail for no. And you traps in your coin. But me can't see me actually. Video bina na mo FA president Okraku Blacstars say Sudan 14 no even the mummy and sacred team more no team Dreams FC na omo nyade no. Boys no Sudan team no ya batch on dey bia. It on the final day against Angola. Niger 14 ya batch on dey bia. It ye omo team says omo jam wa. They will be disrespected by Ghana for. Omo say you don't respect them. It ye Angola match mo ye den you be near 1 point. And just when they flew to Libya, Okraku match no. They didn't even have to wait till the last match against Angola.
Debiamekacho say a lot of the people in power and in charge of the running of the football Okraku say no. Maybe the posture is that we BNC, oh, and your commands are said there, and your players NASA, and then the could never tactics. No, we are at crossroads. Where we are as a nation, we have serious problems of administration, problems of planning, and problem of confusion. It's consistently anybody who works in the short at Russia, he can see that a lot of the things we do over there reeks of confusion, and that's where we are now. In a single jurisdiction, we would have woken up this morning to a proper statement of the way forward. And so be 88 theater form, theater form, no losing the Juma. But go through the GFA school and then look at all of them. With all due respect, nobody.
Now, all expecting.
You see?
Senko being resigned.
You see?
And I am Pamobi. And see.
Rich. They be defining insanity with here pa time you try defining. It you defining insanity say so we are there back consistently. Now all expecting different results, but still we get different results no. Now that's yeah. Sebi. No agent we touch you kakra.
I no cry a bro so.
Touch you. Because that's where we are as a nation. Rich, there are a lot of stories in there. I can tell you on authority say the Antoine Semenyo, they didn't want to come. You see, accumulating, managing of the load at Antoine Semenyo. No, this season, the story is that Antoine Semenyo is one of the best players and Andoni Areola, our Bournemouth. And on him, said this is a huge breakthrough season for him. A lot of the top 6 clubs in English League are looking at him. And when he say, oh, boy, here, now they are young Blacstars, they are mismanaging Yoma. Now I'm planning the administrative planning here, the idea is wrong. And then we expect that he comes not so balance over the in the game, quote and unquote, unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Nanka or no Nanka, I say the agent to allow him to come. They won't. There is no way to save pencil. Everton have flight to swim back to the country to come and play these 2 matches when we have shown him consistently. Say, yeah, man, and then fit. Why would it risk his career and they come and play in such a game? Why? He will not do that. Now, who will say, and call yes, sir. So until we keep on and we start doing things right, manage things well, we are very careful and decorative. See, we appoint Otto as a manager. Now, the conversation from journalists, everybody say, oh, a long time I didn't hear you. And some of us can say, oh, so you Otto or your young manager, the experience now young players, it will be fit for that long term that we want to go. Make I say consistent. I said, say the PR around the conversation, the publicity around the conversation, the media work should be centered around long term. Now orienting the Ghanaian people see a call long term. And then could never be say changing and then we have to beat this one arrogant that by force I see a show be. Boy, your money is how. And now show Rwanda now. It shows clearly that the Angolans even wanted the game winning more than us. More than us. And Sebi minim. I don't know where Otto slept before Sa game no ball and run. But on the touchline, he looked bemused. When he was starting line up now. We were very worried. Especially for the inclusion of Elisha Owusu. In a game where you want to control and manage and then get a win. Our 2 very, very good midfielders in Francis Abumo. The game plan in itself, it was a good one, rich reward. Yeah, Konya control game, like Yenyago. But for Yenyago now, we sat in too deep. Now for the about flat 5 back. And I'm going to follow bar never. Then the mistakes that we keep on doing, the game management, because the gap in Fiifi-Manfred. Because if I ain't seen a man any Elisa Coco pressure, line out your and I'm about to back 5. It's consistently, there is space in there. You cannot do anything about it. So they are not seeing what's going on. Or just the too much pressure into Muniako. Yeah, but it's little miesa. 3-4-3 years starting. And you see a goal of a town shaku play in halftime in uniform. Then at this side, Kingsley Shen now I say Razak Simpson, I will say really give your mesa. But usually, some about 3 back now. who person wing backs ever be attack say na na say one player say ebo 4-3-3 company or no ni wing away no wing back ever force no to stay back but because our wing backs could not do that job now you are about the boy actually 5 and I'm going for the pressing and we just say with a back 5 and consistently we had no option you need and then Fiifi now be 2 DMs now I say no on team cover ground and a body sim near Konechi near Resakraba near Konechi then he says
so go video carry and saki coach
and you coach in Kwasem yes I coach 5 times what's I coach you really and you coach Saki Asem
maybe I appointed the right person.
So then those who have been appointing somebody chose to lose their job and you want to be appointed and I want to be appointed now will they allow me to appoint or they let you appoint whoever that's appointing somebody else to lose their job. People on the executive committee have been on the various committees that appoint coaches.
So your mind is a Ghana. Now about 5 matches. Now just 2 goals or 3 points.
Symbolic.
I mean, come on.
-3.
So that's your baby. I didn't see a coach.
Hopefully symbolic. You see, I just wish.
Me feel say I appointed the right coach.
Sometimes, as in Nippon, you just need to accept that. You just have to let it go. Now, Jaimaneko. I don't think so. Otto be judgment at all. When the guy judged to first time, all can to him. Do not even allow him to leave it there. But some results he keep on Koswa. And then say the people that employed him took him in as a long-term manager. But on the permanent before that long term to save face. And then because before last night we knew that this would be our fate. Yen as Ghanaians wanted to hold on to the little glimmer of hope me one. Say no, you bet me results be a favor kakra into the end change so. But if Otto keeps on playing this, which second half changes here. You're too late for the same thing control game. Now Pedro Gonzalez, the bench. No the 2 players about Pam, no master game, no master bench, no from Abalulu, no master game, no. We're still standing there. We had Francis Abu on the bench. We had forcing a man from Norwich City week in, week out consistently. A good player on the ball, better on the ball than Elisha. Me show money here, I say, you see, at some point in time, for some of us, let me worry because I want to come in because they make us too much. How would you answer in the middle of the park? One of the kids say, if you find your shit, not one is uncle. Now, Asaba, now, tell me, what is that?
It's because you play as I want to see self-confidence. Player no wajibo na ono osabuta no questions to okrakra ball na it has over bache and over basse no
you see as
ball na here bon be as if there's nothing at stake.
You see as we can several times this confidence
anyhow coffee anyhow
me gina de lali ati asechi
anyhow
Babaya Sports Stadium and na me she Angola for no eko ebo no ma Ghana for na show na ye jaw no nam ho and I'm saying that these guys are bullying us on our own turf.
And no mo winga no oje ba so didi agro obo betwon because din hu di so ni ball no botel.
You see that's the thing and only we wait na the one so ni no tell me but me so tin hu di say me ni bo but
and no ye any bi no
yes because the results number for Martino although your club side now you the body the she goes you ba ha and it affects you psychologically. And coach sat on the bench. We can't make substitutions in the second half. And you see, second half nearby now, Angola for instance on the pressure to us. It was the right time to change the shape into a back 4. Because now you're back 5, no? Back 3 and back 5, no? Now you're too passive. You'll be able to go to there was a ball from the left-hand side, right-hand side, the same side on them. They could not track their runners. Your players 5 good more, but it's in tracking runners. It's in tracking runners. To the extent that they were pointing, we were chasing the game so much so that well, they go for a 3 center backs, then we don't have anything to do. See, let me play the highlight for you and then look at goal near consider. You will be cheap
goal. Cheap goal.
You will be sad.
Around 10 page about your defense, no. Your defense no mo gina players nechi. And no ba be share no mo players no mo gina ni. I was like how?
Over Facebook.
Zani defender.
Over Facebook, you will see what I'm talking
very
about.
right to go near consider.
Now this is what I'm telling you. These are the 25th minutes. Yeah, they can't share first goal. Around this time, after we say out of form prayer as we pray. It's not on team anymore. No about the genetic order to try and help get your mensa because you quite on team. Now look at the number of players we have behind the ball. Can you consider penalty? No, Gideon Mensah, Fatawu Sakuni, Elisha, Suleiman, and ye 3 centre backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players behind the ball against Nipa. Just 4 of them, Richardo, because he G20, the ball gets into the box, then you consider penalty, even though we had enough numbers behind the ball. Because the ball is very passive. I feel we are considering penalty, even though we had enough numbers behind the ball. But for our friend Manaf, we will be in serious trouble even before the first half. No, and then we go on to the second half. And immediately, I want that to go exactly. Look, let us not rush it. Join me on Facebook. Now, I kind the number of Ghanaian players again behind the ball, and that's my own. You have enough numbers. First thing, only defensive coaches Edwin Koma. First thing, you have quantitative superiority. Numbers. And we are winning the numbers game here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the numbers behind the ball. But intensity, attitude, reading of the game, being proactive and stepping out to make up danger. Everyone, you have first cross and you are block yaba. Then because you have first cross and cross the bar, we are not quick to the first goal. Look at these 2 players. I see. You're not quick to wait the first one. You're closing it down with them. Ali we say who comes in and you're too late. The ball goes in and we are in trouble. Free header.
Players in the
We're in trouble. And then look.
How will we defend the ball?
Oh, behind this shoot. Because you defend this space, no? And you need them immediately. And you have a great look at any 2 passing. And this is the timer. Otto is from the back 5, back 3 to a 4 back. So that you press from the top. How do you press this early? One could use a break. One Jordan a break. We could tell. Say Jordan, but one break. Kudus was not a good game for him. Or 2-1-2 Jeff finished him. I mean, it's not new game in terms of match fitness because what's here at West Ham for a while. You can say you don't want to blame him. But then you could tell that we're lacking something up front in terms of press and counter press with anyone. We didn't do that. And then we sat down and I bought the baby to him. Can you imagine the kind of footballer and why your boy at Rwanda? And then when Osha Sanyama Wimina, maybe dear, and yet just Nipa Bako, Osaki coach Kim, and Kwa Winyashi. It goes beyond just sacking of a coach. It takes maybe you do election, maybe after election, the government, whoever takes over as the next president, will make changes to some of these things. And we need to look at it. It has to be more holistic. And we'll be some say, then you bear me a queen in marriage. My can't say what will happen. And me sense is again. It starts from we accepting. See ye jiatum. Say Ghana na ye chi obi ana ye hye no. Na ye chi we ni ahye no. Ye ni ho biem. Enti ese ye boy ho modern more. Say first no. Na ye kodina game mu a ye dey just 20% na hye Sudan any Burundi ni ade a. This time in any game we need to do 80%, 100% to be able to beat Niger and Sudan because almost all team they can play the game and they believe say you perform into making yabo. And for even other people, which we are who cry say, only we come on any pacono, we put on in the winner. Only we pointing in our. We have a catch and maybe we to see in our one year, or never sorry. Only we are. It's why we know this game and we saw it as another game. Let's see you down. And I think that we have been very, very devastating from the very top till down. I see in society. And in society, and you just lip service, you better society. You can't see when the next away from you. I see a proper change in attitude.
And the coffee medium said, no, Angola coach, Gongalves, be catch the boys and say, look, this Ghana team, someone can't acquire more Ghana. Opening born the ball. I'm going to be crying shady jet. Monkram so many born the bottle. And then clearly, me didn't catch some first half. But the second half, I'm Baba Heno. So I Angola players now. I'm a Jabona. A shady trims a Ghana player now, Obama. And I'm in a born, me born the bottle. And a psychological. So being that psychological edge over you are always bubble because any teams are me want the shell. And then at the point here games and hey, Neti Ghana pan and then the boy against Angola fine. Yamadi from there. But Angola for no confidence no how to the sense I'm born 10 times. The board that done ho or Pasiano or Ghana. Very level about do no. And I'll say BB found to be honest. I'll say BB found because maybe a Blacstars and economy say me my dinner was is it not the same thing about World Cup qualifiers? Yeah, but I didn't see about Afcon. I say I feel the shambolic goalkeeping, defense, midfield, attack.
World Cup qualifiers teams been on your marble.
That's about Mali.
Exactly, because Okraku Mali no nation will say Mali who want denchen to be mount home so. But when we go and play these guys, she team say Ghana there. Everything else Sudan. Who told you? Who are you?
Okay.
Who is Ghana? Just because we do here Ghana, GHANA, they say Sudan. Your mom was out. Go and ask everything.
You see, Tiana the job say. You bet na abos the job say on Monday. We say Niger for no. Say nyame o madu no mutimi say. Na Angola ko Sudan pe. Omo gyina years o metima qualify.
So she wan na no apo. Na mo no ka mo fan chom no mo nhye. Se ne be a se ne
Angola for some timor.
Angola for timor. Kwaja kwa kusinko mutumba mutumnya de mo mani je nhye mo na Sudan so nkem.
And ya some crack everybody.
So kwaja kwa kusinko.